And now it's time for Photo Booth Live Chat with John Young. I think we are live. Hey, we are live. Good evening, everyone out there in the internet world. Tonight, we're going to be talking about ways to do some things for making some extra money from your photo booth tonight. I've got my guest tonight, Brian Ginsberg. Good evening, Brian.
Good evening. How are you?
I am doing well. Thanks you for jumping in tonight to share some thoughts.
Absolutely.
I've got to change, unfortunately, as I'm looking at our video here, I've got to make it so that we're a little bit. This is part of live video, gang, if you're watching this, because I don't like how we're so small. So I'm going to adjust us so we fit better. There we go. Otherwise, we're not full screen completely. We're like in the middle of it. We did a show with 4 different windows last night. So I was like, oh, I didn't reset things last night. So Brian, pbbackdrops.com is your company, and you have got a variety of different things for the person in the photo booth industry, and a lot of cool things that could become really profit centers. Not only do we have the photo booth, the rental or the hiring out of our photo booth things, but you've got some things that could be added to their service as kind of an upsell. So I want to kind of roll through some of those and share some ideas with those out there who are like, I can not only book my services, but I could get more money by adding more. That's always an exciting thing for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
So let's kind of start in the props area. There's a trend out there to get away from props for some people. Some people are loving props. It's kind of back and forth with this, but with quality props, I know with my situation, I think people are getting sick of the Amazon crap.
You're right. They are. And I can't say all Amazon is bad, because they've picked up some vendors in there that, sell some good quality stuff.
Yeah.
But the paper stuff, it's the paper stuff that we all hate. We love it because it's cheap. We hate it because after one event, it's ruined and you can't use it ever again.
Yep.
So we've made our props to last a long time. We've made them out of PVC. We made them thick enough to where they won't break, and thin enough where you're compact enough to stock a bunch of them and carry them and not have to worry about carrying a big tub with you everywhere you go.
Nice. Let's jump to show some examples. And while you're showing us, I'm going to actually reboot my camera, because it's like I'm doing this delay thing going on here. So why don't you share? There we go. And I'm going to actually shut my video off, and you can go ahead and kind of tell us.
I'm going to get you to my
Get
props
get to
here
the
real
props
quick.
here quick. And yep.
I think I might have just picked up the wrong picture, but let's just we could show this this set. Just one
There we go.
of our bundle packages that we have. We have over 50 different bundles to choose from for all types of events, whether they're weddings, rustic weddings, senior moment props, to movie star props, to Bitcoin props. When Bitcoin was big, we came out with a a prop bundle for that, to casinos, to country weddings, to country period, just country parties, birthday parties, hashtags, you name it. We've got a bundle for it. And if we don't, we're going to make it for you.
So now, how do you recommend? I see, of course, you've got all the different bundles here. Do you, when you're talking to a client, do you find a bundle that fits their event and recommend that to them, or is it something that you would recommend that they say, "Hey, would you like some country props? Would you like the movie star props?" How would you handle that?
You know, me as a photo boother too, I started off photo boothing prior to this. So I've kind of been both sides of the industry, selling product and being a photo boother.
Yeah.
I always matched my theme to wherever I was going. If I was going to a wedding, I'd bring wedding props. However, it wouldn't just be wedding props that I'd bring. I'd bring some fun props that maybe have nothing to do with a wedding, but they don't have to do with birthday parties. They're just fun sayings that, occur, because everything that you want in the picture, you don't want them to say Mr. and Mrs. Grooms this, grooms that. You want some fun stuff to be in there. So you kind of just mirror, kind of get a feel for what the wedding's going to be like, how many people are going to be there. I always brought stuff. I brought too much stuff, because you can't go wrong bringing too much stuff. So that was a downfall of me. But then I got known in my area for the guy who had the best props in the area.
Sure.
Because I had, instead of 8 props on the table, I had 36 props on the table. Instead of 5 hats on the table, I had 15 hats on the table. So that's what I was kind of known for. And, you kind of just got to gauge your clientele and what they would want. It's not about me. I mean, you talked about, people getting away from props. Well, you've got digital booths now that do digital props. And it's not really because the client doesn't want them. It's because we as photo boothers, we want to bring less stuff.
Yep, for sure.
It's easier on us. It's not easier on the client. The client would love it if you brought it. If they don't know about it, then it is what it is.
And I think you mentioned the paper props that, people are tired of that. And I've run into that a couple of times this past summer, where people have made reference to, oh, do you bring props with your booth? And we talked a little bit about that, and they were like, well, I was at so-and-so's wedding, and they had these, these cheap paper hats and these paper mustaches on a stick, and they're like, it was just cheesy to a point where they weren't excited about that. And
right,
having something quality, I think, is the direction, because will make you stand apart from the people who are running with the paper ones.
Absolutely. And I've been to so many weddings where, you get people that have been to multiple weddings. They come to you and go, oh my God, you have the best props here. Every other one I went to were similar to what you're saying, is they were the paper cheesy props. You get one kid that sneezes or blows his nose on it, it's done for the night. Or, the beauty
forever.
of these, you can drop them on the ground. They don't break. You can wash them after every person touches them. You can't do that with a paper prop. You can't disinfect them. Whereas you can have sanitizing wipes, which we did after every event. And sometimes in the middle event, we wipe them down. And that was the cool thing about them, is they're big, they're bold. You can read them. And that's one of the things that made us stand out a little bit more too, is we made them where they're readable. There's some prop companies out there, unfortunately, they look really cool, but you can't read what they say because the text is so small.
Yes.
So we try to make them big enough so you can actually read them. And your guests, they're not 2x2s. They're 11.5 by 5.5 inches on the average.
So really a nice size that's going to be picked up by the camera. Let's talk
Absolutely.
about, you've talked a little bit about durability. How long would a set of props like this, one of the sets, if I'm going to be using them on a regular basis, could I expect them to last me 10 events, 15 events? Obviously, if somebody steals it, that's a different story.
These will last you probably, if you take any decent care of them, they'll last you for the next 5 years.
Nice.
They don't break. We have a 6-month breakage warranty on ours. In the 4.5 years that we've been doing it, I think I've replaced 6 of them, which is pretty darn good. for the time that we've been in. I have in my garage, I have trays and trays and buckets of these things that they will last forever if you take any decent care of them. They don't wear out. You can put them in the dishwasher and wash them if you want to. They're going to last you a long, long time.
So a prop kit, if a person put together a flyer similar to what you're showing us right now to show to your clients, it could be an easy $50 to $100 upsell. And just on the pricing that you're showing there, at $100 upsell for that amount of, in essence, fun that they would be able to see, you're paid for in 3 events. And now I've got 4 years and 11 months of use and profitability off those props.
Absolutely. And the thing that you're saying is you put a value to these things and you put them on your website. You have some standardized props. Here's my standard stuff, the couple things that you have, and then you have your themed ones. And if you put a perceived value of, say, $50 for, extra for renting these things, now if the client comes to you and say, well, I want these 3, but I'm only going to book you if you give me a deal. Well, now you've got that perceived value of $50 per bundle to work with.
Sure.
So you've got a bargaining chip now to capture their sale, and it really doesn't cost you any extra because you were buying them anyway. You already have them in your stock anyway, and you do that for every single client, and it just adds up, and you pay for these things 10 times over if you do it that way. Some people like to do it that way as an upsell. Some people just like to add it to their arsenal, and they bring whatever they bring. But it is definitely an upsell potential to every one of these.
Yeah. Great stuff. Okay. Moving on from props, let's jump into the backdrops. Obviously, that's going to be kind of a main focus for what you do at PB Backdrops.
Right.
Website pbbackdrops.com. You guys can pop out there and check that out. Let's take a look at some, because you've got more than just the standard colors, just boring colors for backdrops.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second. Let me pop this on the screen here, and I will show you some really, really cool stuff here. So this is just a few of the designs that we offer. We have over 650 designs in our gallery that are actually every single one is handpicked from me. Doesn't mean that I've made them all. Some of them are from stock galleries like a Shutterstock or wherever it may be. Some are custom ones that we've done that can't be duplicated by anybody else. Then obviously the client's bringing custom designs to us. But this is kind of like our you'll see a lot of the floral designs that you'll see at elegant weddings and things of that nature. So we have different categories. If you go on pbbackdrops.com, we have them broken down into categories, from sports themes to holidays to, kids parties to whatever it is. We have them broken down into categories for you to make it easier to find as well.
So now go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to walk us through what is involved with that backdrop kit.
So involved in the backdrop kit, what you get, depending on, so if you just go with the startup kit, which would be one stand, it's what we call our pillow cover stand. Super easy to assemble, 5 minutes and under once you've learned it. I have a YouTube video that shows the ease of putting it together. And then it's double-sided. So if you choose to have 2 designs or 2 colors, you have 2 sides to choose from, which is nice. Most of the pieces are bungeed together, so you can't mix them up. If you do, might be in the wrong industry, because you really can't do it. My 6-year-old can now put these things together. It's that simple to do. They're all also numbered. 1 goes with 1, 2 goes with 2, 3 goes with 3, and so on and so forth. It comes with oversized bases that we added. It's standard with our oversized bases, which give them a little bit more stability and weight to the things. And then obviously it comes with 1 double-sided backdrop of your choice, whether it's one of our 650 plus designs, or if you choose that you want to do a customization one like a step and repeat or something of that nature. Comes with a carry bag for the stand itself, and it comes with a carry bag for the backdrop itself. Comes with a set of white gloves. Everybody always says, what are these white gloves for? Well, you can 2 things. Number 1, if you want to act like Michael Jackson as you're setting it up, just put one of them on and there you go. Or you put them on as you're putting the backdrop up. That way it keeps it nice and clean.
Yeah.
We also put a couple extra parts in there for the bases. The bases do have base pins that hold them in. They can break with abuse to them. They're not made to be leaned on. However, in that instance, we do put extra base pins in there.
Sure.
And it also comes with includes your shipping worldwide, which is nice. It's not just here it's shipping California; it's shipping worldwide is included with the package.
Very nice. So you have a variety of different options. Before we started tonight, we ran a little spot talking about a website widget. That's kind of you're utilizing that and the backdrops and such for people's websites. Kind of talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so over the past year, we've been in development with putting our website widget together. And really, what it is taking all of our backdrops and now allowing our clientele to literally, with some simple code, take that code, add it to their website. They can either choose the backdrops that they've purchased from us, they can choose certain ones that they want to display, or they can choose our whole gallery of 650 plus in the widget. The widget, they put that code on their website, and now it looks like you put a tab on your website that says backdrops. Now it gives them the whole gallery of 650 plus or whatever you choose for your clients to choose from. So if they're having a kids party or whatever, now they have a ton to choose from. You again put a perceived value on these. These are premium backdrops, and it displays nicely on your website. Not only that, we are now built into a couple booking systems. One is Booth Book and one is Booth Pal. So if you've got one of these booking systems, real simple, the code is already there. A simple way for your clients to come in and spend a couple extra $100 with you because you're giving them so many other options. Again, the best thing to do is put a perceived value to these, whether it's $100, $200, $300, whatever you want. Perception is 9/10 reality. If the customer thinks they're $200, guess what? They're $200.
Right.
And that's the value that it has to them. So whether you want to give them a break and not charge them the full amount or charge them the full amount, you're letting them buy your backdrops for you.
So let's
prior to you actually having to purchase them.
Let's look at a couple of backdrops. If we purchase the original ones and we have the framing and such, and now we have the 650 on the website, I can utilize the frame that I have, and then we just buy the cover.
Absolutely. Yep. You just buy the covers for them. And again, you buy them as is. The beauty of my company too is we can do multiple sizes. Our standard size that we do is 7'6" by 7'6".
Okay.
That way you fit into almost every room. You don't have to worry about ceiling heights. However, we do true 8x8s. We do 8x10, 10x12, 10x15, 10 by up to 10x30 of these.
Wow.
So we have the options to do it, but our standard is the 7'6" by 7'6". The beauty of my company is a lot of this stuff comes from overseas. Overseas is great. They're actually really fast on getting stuff to you, but they have a lot of holidays over there. When they're closed down, I don't close for my backdrops. I have printers here in the United States that print my size, that can get these things in your hands as quickly as 48 business hours from the time you order. So if you're in a time crunch, you've got a client who at last minute says, I want to spend an extra $300 with you and get this backdrop. Just note that if you have my stand, you can get that backdrop in your hands and you can make that upsell to your client.
Let's say I've got a client that right in the middle there, Luscious Blooms. I have got a flower-loving client. She's like, I want to have this, and I'm going to offer it for an upsell. What kind of a cost would it to get the Luscious Blooms, and then what kind of a cost have you heard DJs using that as an upsell for that?
So cost for it for single-sided is $175. To add double-sided, it's only additional $35 more. So I always recommend that you get the double-sided for it. That way you've got another backdrop that you can choose.
Sure.
And when you're selling these to the client, you want to sell them as an upsell, but you're going to keep it as the DJ, as the photo booth, or you're keeping that for your inventory at that point in time.
Right.
Let your client sell it. They're going for anywhere from a perceived value of anywhere from $100 to $300.
Nice.
So it doesn't mean that they're getting $100 to $300. They do have a perceived value of $300, and now they have a bargaining chip like we talked about earlier with the props. There's a bargaining tool now. I will throw in this free one or $100 off, and now you look like a hero as the photo booth or the DJer because you just gave them some money off, and they got exactly what they wanted.
Nice, very nice set. That look that they want, and we can have them pay for it in one way, shape, or form that way.
Right.
So let's continue on. We've covered props, we've covered backdrops for two ideas for those of you out there who would like to have that ability to upsell and make a little bit more money. I want to talk about, you showed an image of this when we were talking earlier about the red carpet theme, which is an exciting theme for, I've done proms where they would be like all over that if I would have had that capability. So let's talk a little bit about that.
All right, give me a second. Let me get that. I want to get that image up there for you. Here, it's popping up now. There you go. Can you see that
There it
okay?
is. Yep.
So this is how you elevate your look as a photo boother. Whether it's photo boothing or just photography or whatever it is, this is how you're elevating your look by adding some red carpet to your event. Upsell opportunity every single time to your client. So right now we offer red carpet and black carpet. That's all we have on the website. We offer, however, I'm going to show you something here real quick.
Yep.
Sorry, I stepped away for a half a second.
No problem.
This
No
is
problem.
coming soon. This is all the colors that you're going to be able to get in your carpet. So if you want to match an event and you have blue, guess what? We have your blues, we have your reds, we have your yellows, we have your whites. We
Goodness.
have
Yeah.
all these colors. Now, I had posted this on my site and I asked, what do you people think these are? They thought they were large coasters. Now, these are just my samples of the red carpet. With green carpet, we have all these colors that are coming to play. And again, another upsell opportunity for you and your client to say, here, let me match your whole event.
Yeah.
You know, let's put a backdrop. Let's put the backdrop's got some green in it. Let's do all green. Let's do whatever it may be. And we'll have different sizes available for them to get as well. But again, you can tell, you can see how it steps up the elegance of the look.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, definitely gives it that flavor of a big time event, and it's going to be something that
Absolutely.
many, especially in a corporate world, but I could even some weddings, they would love to go that direction if they were kind of that, maybe the Hollywood movie buff type of a thing. That could be a fun addition to it.
Absolutely. And you notice on like the bottom left-hand corner, that's a step and repeat. That step and repeats are used at weddings. Step and repeats are used for corporate events. They're used for parties. It doesn't matter what type of event. It doesn't have to be a logo. It can be two names on there. It could be whatever you want as a step and repeat, but that's just what we call the style.
Yeah.
And so you can utilize that as weddings, like you said as well. It elevates that look and feel at the event by adding the carpet. And now that we have 25 extra other colors that you're going to be able to utilize, it's just another offering that we think is going to really help everybody.
Nice. Nice. We've looked at some different options for upsells for your photo booth business. Now, let's look at kind of change gears just a little bit, because you've got some customization and branding different things that will help us to stand out in our business, to brand ourselves at our different events. The tabletops are one of my favorite. I absolutely love those. Let's start with those.
All right, give me a second. Let me get that picture up here for you, and I'll show you just a few of them. Oh, did I lose you here?
No, we're still here. Yep.
All right, here is. Can you see me okay or no?
I'm seeing you. We need the share.
All right.
I bumped out
Sorry
share.
about that.
Yep, we're getting there. This is part of live video there, Daniel, as you're watching us today, is that we get to play and have some fun.
All right, here we go.
There we go. Now it's loading up.
So these are our branded table covers. Custom table covers for branding your company, making an extra little, here I am,
Sure.
I'm at a wedding show. I'm at a DJ expo. I'm anywhere where a client is going to see me and I want them to remember me.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Simple, low cost, effective marketing that's out in front of everybody's face the whole time, wherever you're at, and looks fantastic.
So, Brian, as I'm looking at that, I'm looking like the kind of a rainbowish one in the center. At least it's the center of one. That looks like a 4-foot table. Then to the side, is that an 8-foot table? And
yep, that's an 8-foot table, and then we have the 6-foot table to the right of the rainbow one.
Mm-hmm.
And we do cocktail table covers. We can do any type of table cover. These are just the most popular, which is the spandex.
Sure.
The spandex ones are really nice. They're clean. They got nice footing. It's not your $20 ones that you buy on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
They're all dye sub printed. So you don't rub it off and your logo comes off after 2 uses. These things will last you. And again, I can't say a lifetime, because whose life are we talking about? But they will last you as long as you care for them. They'll last you quite a long time.
What kind of a maintenance would a person need to do with these as you're using them out in the field?
Depending on the color you get, if you're getting black, if you notice a lot of these are black or darker colors, the darker colors, you're not going to have to do a lot of maintenance with them. Whereas the whites, something spills on the white, obviously you're going to see it. Hand washing with Oxy is the best bet. A majority of these that you see here have zippers on the back.
Okay.
And people wonder, why is there a zipper on the back? Well, as DJs and photo boothers, we all like to store our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
storing our stuff under the table is so much
Nice.
easier when you can lift up a zipper and zip it right back down really quick.
Very nice. Are now pricing for a tablecloth, is it, or these custom cloths here, is it different depending upon the size of the table? What works, or what are the variables with giving different prices on the units?
Variable will really be just the size. So if you want a fitted table cover that's 6 foot versus a spandex table cover, your cost is going to be roughly the same. They range anywhere from $125 to $150 for custom, and that's from my company. However, if you decide you want to check the net and see what you're getting and look at products, these things range anywhere from $200 to $300 at most places. With us, we have affordable pricing, 24-hour literally turnaround for production, and 3 to 4 business days in the air to you. So production and shipping is super quick on these. If it's just logos that you're looking for, you can supply us with the logos as long as it's a high resolution logo. We'll handle doing the placement and stuff. If you want to do full-blown design, we'll give you the template. You can design it to your heart's content with 50 different colors if you want, and you can make it look however you want to look.
Nice, nice. And this still could be an upsell. Say if you have a corporate event and they wanted to have their check-in tables customized with their corporate logos, you could become a provider of that service for your clients.
Absolutely. If you notice down on the bottom left-hand corner, it's not a photo booth that you see down on the left-hand corner.
Yep, Lifetime Athletic.
Lifetime Athletic. So, and the reason why I go to a lot of places and now I notice everything. So when I go to a trade show, I notice every booth and go, man, if you're trying to make an impression here, why do you look like garbage? Because I don't want to buy from somebody that looks like garbage. And that's just because I guess this is my world now.
Yeah.
Lifetime, I actually bought one for them. I actually brought one in and I said, I don't like what I see here. Let me put one of these on for you. It's going to cost you nothing. So now I supply Lifetime where I went to with all their table covers.
Excellent.
Real simple sell for me. I go to Planet Fitness and their table covers are horrible looking. And you've got this great big corporation and they spend more money than mine cost and they just look like garbage.
Sure.
So making your brand look good and cohesive and nice, that's what we do here. That's what we try to fulfill for everybody.
Yeah, excellent. I love the table covers. Let's continue with the branding idea. Let's talk about the retractable banners. This is something that we see at trade shows, and whether it's a bridal show or a different area. And those retractable banners can not only do branding, but can be used in our photo booth area for different purposes.
Right. And we have multiple sizes of the retractable banners, which is nice, but our standard size is a 33 by 81 banner, cost of $99. So it doesn't cost much to get one. It can be either one of our stock designs, which we have quite a bit of stock designs. So as a photo boother, we have some for the magic mirror booth. If anybody's doing a mirror booth, we have the selfie stations and the regular standard photo booth. So this is just 5 different designs that we have. We have a lot more to choose from. These are just 5 of the ones that you can choose from.
Nice. And of course, those are choosing, but you could actually do full customization if I wanted to design the graphics and such and send it over.
Absolutely. We do a ton of custom banners. I mean, we love doing custom banners. We love doing the custom table covers. If you're bringing your brand out, what I try to tell people, when you're doing a photo booth, if I were to put your logo on one of the ones that you see here, it's going to get lost in this branding here. It's going to get lost.
Yep.
As these designs are meant to show selfie station, they're meant to show photo booth. So if you want to brand and make one that's fully separate for your business, it tells you about your company, it tells about you, and is pop. It says here I am. Here's my photo booth. This is who I am.
Right.
And that's what I try to teach people to. Another nice thing about that too is if you buy one of these and 6 months down the road you decide you don't want it anymore, but you decided to put your logo on one of the stock designs, you got to either throw it away or retire it. If you don't, you could sell it to somebody else who has never had one of these before.
Yeah.
Make your money back on it.
For sure. Yeah. Just in a quick and easy setup, very, the compact, portable, so you can go in the car and off you go.
Under 5 pounds, under 30 seconds probably to set up for the average person. Setup and takedown is a breeze. Comes with its own little small carry bag. The beauty of the retractable banners is you could order before 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Monday. You could have it Wednesday in your hands.
Nice.
We have 24-hour turnaround on these. Same with our backdrops. Certain products that we could actually have in your hands in 48 business hours.
Excellent. So we mentioned a little bit about bridal show where something like this could be customized for the bridal show. But if I really wanted to go all out with the bridal show, you've got some options for me there also.
I do. So here, let me pull up some other options that we have here. Bear with me while I pop these up. So here's some fun ones that are more kind of an elegant look. And this, you're going to see a couple. You're actually going to see one for Halloween here. You've got our two middle ones. These are the most popular. These, the ones in the middle, the black one and the white one, are the first two that we ever put together.
Sure.
These were more of kind of the elegant look, the old school. Here's my photo booth. We also, obviously, the one on the far right, that's one of our customized ones.
Right.
And then on the far left, we have some standard ones for Halloween events.
Excellent. Yep. Definitely some things that will catch the attention as people are rolling through.
Right. And like I said, we have multiple sizes. It's not just this. We have double-sided ones that you can go with. We have ones that have heavier duty bases. Some people like a little heavier duty base. We have a multitude of sizes to choose from. So this is just our standardized, which is the 33 by 81, the least expensive ones, which are nice. We actually even have smaller ones that are tabletop. So some people that don't have a lot of space, but they have a 6-foot table and they want some extra branding, we have some tabletop versions that are available as well.
Excellent. I guess I haven't seen a tabletop one. That would be a neat idea because you have that on the end and you don't take up the floor space.
Exactly. And they're 2 pounds. They don't take up a lot of space. They're not a lot of weight. You can literally throw it in your duffel bag and there you go. Whereas one of these is going to be a little bit bigger, but the little small tabletop ones are nice. We even have tabletop backdrops for people that don't have the floor space. We can do tabletop backdrops that sit on top of the table, which is really cool.
Very convenient. Let's we're just about out of time for tonight. Let's talk a little bit about you've got some trade shows, some customized trade show type booths that could work really well for those who are doing those bridal shows and want to do the whole thing up, not only the retractable banners and things, but you've got the whole thing there.
Yeah, I'm going to show you here. That way it keeps away from seeing all my other goodies that nobody wants to see on my thing. I'm going to just jump on here real quick and kind of give you an idea. So we have a full-blown trade show products that we offer. I'll kind of see if I can pop it up on a bigger screen here. So people that are doing trade shows, like we're doing photo booth expos or the DJ expo, they want to really stand out from the crowd. They can do something like this where you've got 2 8x8 backdrops along with the centerpiece and a bracket that you can hang a TV on to play videos and showing what you do with the 2 branded table covers in the front. This is just one of the designs that you can choose from of the multitude of trade show displays. We have 20 that are on our site. However, if you want to get crazy, you can mix and match and make different things up as well. And if you don't see something on our site, we always tell people, just ask us. We can most likely do it.
So as I'm looking at that, of course, there's a lot of graphics, a lot of text and different things. Is that something that you would be kind of help hold my hand a little bit as I was wanting to do that? So I wouldn't be doing something like, let's face it, as I'm looking at that, there's way too much text on those.
This one in particular, this is somebody else's obviously business that they wanted to have that on there.
Yep.
However, we're not designers. We do have graphic design department that you can employ. They will help you do it. Otherwise, we'll provide you the templates and you can let your graphic designer design to your heart's content, or you design to your heart's content. We'll obviously make sure before it goes to print that the quality is good to be able to do that. Or again, like I said, you can employ our designers to do it. And really depending on how much work you want us to do will be dependent on the cost, what it would cost you to have us design it for you.
Sure. But then it's done and done right.
And it's done right the first time. And, I've done this, like I said, I'm going on my 5th year of doing PB backdrops, and I'll see people, they want to try so hard because they don't want to spend that $50 on design work or that $100, but they'll spend 4 days trying to put something together. And what I try to teach people is that during that 4 days of you trying to put it together, you could have made a lot more than $100 just by walking down your street and knocking on a door saying, hey, did you know I had a photo booth company?
Yep.
Versus racking your brain and going through it. It's a lot easier just to get it done right the first time.
Yeah. We could go in and talk about the value of networking, the value of venue visits. I mean, there's so many better uses of your time when you have professionals available. You can do it so much quicker. Excellent. Great stuff, Brian. If you want to shut the share down there, that pops us both back up. Once again, for those of you out there, you can go to let me make sure I got the pbbackdrops.com, and everything is out there. Brian, if they have any questions, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you guys?
Best way obviously is Facebook Messenger. I'm on 18 hours a day typically, literally, and that's no joke. I mean, I'm kind of known for that. As you can get me at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm still working. You got Brian at pbbackdrops.com is my email. We do have our Facebook group. You can go hit a messenger up there, our PB Backdrops and More group. You can go to PB Backdrops and More company page, or you can, friend me on Facebook, Brian Ginsberg. More than happy to accept you as a friend, and by all means hit me up with a Facebook Messenger and I'm there for you. And don't be shy if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you've got an idea. You're not going to wake me up because I'm probably already up. Just shoot the message out there. I'm there for you.
That sounds great. That sounds, and someone out there is going to be like, oh, I'm going to do that late tonight.
And you watch, I'll answer them late tonight. I've got no problem doing it. And we also have an 800 number too, if anybody wants to call. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give you my 800 because I can't remember. I've got too many numbers in my mind. Yep. So it is, I'm going to hide myself for a second here while I get it. It's 800-405-9496.
And of course, that's out on the website. So you guys can go to pbbackdrops.com and be able to find all that information. Brian, I want to thank you for your time tonight and some really great ideas for being able to generate just a little bit more money with our photo booth.
Thank you. Oh, real quick, I just wanted to let everybody know we do offer financing on our products. You got to purchase $1,000 or more, but it's great for people that want to buy our big bundles or trade show booths or anything of that nature and put a big package together. It allows you to use other people's money to buy our products, and then you make your money back after that. Will it cost you more in the long run? Obviously, that's what financing is all about. But the best thing is you can use your money for something else.
Yeah, for sure. You can let those upcoming or those gigs pay for your upgrade. So great stuff. Once again, you can go to pbbackdrops.com and you guys can check it out. Brian, thanks for being on tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
You have a good evening, everybody. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.